This is the first screen of this little spot I'm in. This is just an absolute killer, man. Right there in the middle of the screen. That would have been a 5-pointer right there. One of the points is broken off. Look at that crazy notch. I've never found one that looks like that. Right where my middle finger is rubbing on it, right there in the corner, I think it's broken off. Look at that. That black stuff is like, I think it's like plant material that sticks to it. I think probably in the sunlight it like really sticks to it, but gosh, that is awesome right there, man. So I'm out here on the creek again today, and I am doing some sifting, looking for whatever treasures might be hidden or lost in the creek. In particular, I'm looking for arrowheads. Now, a couple weeks ago I made another video where I had said that I wasn't necessarily willing to admit that that's what I was doing, although I obviously was. But since then, I have actually found several arrowheads and several possible arrowheads. So now I'm willing to admit that's what I'm doing. And I'll go ahead and show you my finds. Almost look like they're not completed. Like, you can see this notch down here. You look at the other side, it doesn't have it. But if you look at the side, you've got that knife. And if you look at the tip, you can see, hopefully you can see, like just definite napping chip marks where, you know, this is man-made. You know, this one right here is just absolutely no question about it. Look at the perfect angles on that, the perfect points on the side. Of course, it is missing the very tip, and it is missing the bottom. So I don't know if there was somebody out here hundreds of years ago who was, making these, and they broke, and they just tossed them in the creek and didn't ever use them. This is the same kind of situation on this one. Missing the tip, missing the bottom. That's got the notches down there. An arrowhead, or was one at one time. It is missing the corner, and it is missing the tip. Up close, you can really see some of the marks where they were just chipped away. If you look closely, you can see on this bottom edge down here, it almost looks, now it's the top edge, it almost looks like there's distinct finger marks in there. And then a thumb hold. And I don't know what this would be. This would be some type of tool. Or, like I said, I'm always willing to admit I could be wrong, but it just seems like it just fits in my hand perfectly. And it could be used to scrape or grab or maybe make arrowheads. I'm not really sure what the tools they would use would look like, but... And the rock that the person used to make it is really awesome. I haven't picked it up yet. Of course, this is the first time, but look at that beauty right there. It's covered in like this black stuff from the creek. A lot of these rocks on the top layer are covered in this black stuff. This like, these really bright color quartz rocks and stuff like that all down here is underneath the first layer of silt and sand. But look at this beauty right here, man. Now, I could tell it's covered in that black stuff still, but look at the clarity of that rock. You can see the notches down here of the arrowhead, and you can see the blade on it. It's missing the tip, of course, like all the other ones I've found so far. Look at that beauty right there, man. That is clear. You can see right through it. That right there is what that arrowhead looks like, a little bit cleaned up. I just kind of rubbed on it some, but I'll clean it up more. Look at those notches in that. I love the clarity on that thing, man. You can see right through it in that bottom part. That is so cool. I haven't looked at it yet, but I can see it has that shape. Oh no, here it is. And, oh yeah, look at that. It looks like the tip is chipped on it, but look at the chip marks in that thing. That was made by hand. With the edge, And the shape is a little crude. The ones that I'm finding here do not have that perfect shape. That perfect arrowhead looking shape. But look at the tip. That tip is broken. If that tip was there, it'd be much more pointy. See if I can find a good shaded spot to look at it in. Yeah, look at that. Look at the edge on it. That is so cool. And I'm going to set that aside. And there's some glass in there. That's why I should be wearing gloves, but